If you have the hubcap on the wheel, go ahead and remove the little caps that hold it on with a 19mm socket. Set this aside, then take off all 5 of your 19mm lug nuts, and then we'll take the wheel off. I'm going to start by removing the pinch bolt for this ball joint. 16mm socket on the bolt side, and I want to do the bolt side with my air gun. That way I can hopefully also break it free if it's stuck inside the knuckle. And a 15mm wrench on the nut side to hold it. Take this out. Sometimes if it's stuck in there, you can use a wrench to pry. Now take a pry bar, try to separate these. That's coming off easily, that's perfect. Sometimes you might need a hammer. All right, set the control arm to the side like this. Next, you'll notice that this front bolt will be difficult to get to, and well, it is difficult to get to. You can basically only get it with a wrench. I'll stick my 18mm wrench on here, try to break it free. There is a hole for this bolt to slide into over there. Keep that in mind. That's how you are going to be able to get this out. I'm going to take the nut off of the other side. Okay. If you find the right angle, you should be able to push this through. To take this rear bushing out, I'm going to have to use an 18mm socket on the bottom and an 18mm wrench on the top to hold the nut. There's one. There's the nut. Now you can pull the control arm down and out. Sway bar's in the way, but just bend it out of place there, or wiggle it, I guess I should say. And there's your old control arm. With a 14mm, take this bolt off. Now you can get the bushing off. That's what you're left with. Let's clean that up. So I cleaned up this piece in the wire wheel. You can use a wire brush or some sandpaper, whatever you have, but clean it up so that the new bushing can slide on easily. I'm going to put some anti-seize on this shaft here. That way, hopefully the corrosion doesn't happen again in the future if this ever needs to be changed again. And then you want to take this washer that came with your bushing, slide it over, take the bushing itself, and you'll see it has this piece with the 2 ears that needs to go over the washer, just like this. Drive it on the rest of the way until it's nice and flush. Take your bolt, put it in, make sure this is facing the right way. It was flat with the control arm, and snug it up. Make sure that's nice and tight. Now let's get the control arm back into the vehicle. Now take your control arm and line it up in here. It's not going to be the easiest to get to go into place, but hopefully with a good push and maybe a rubber mallet, it'll go in. There you go. That's in. Try to line up this front part. Okay, the rear is lined up. The front is almost lined up. And this ball joint can stay like this for now. I'm going to start in this front bolt while I'm at it. Slide the nut back into its spot here where it's being held. Put the bolt in the hole and then slide it in through the control arm. The trick here is you have to make sure you perfectly line up this control arm, otherwise the bolt won't just slide right in. Okay, that finally went in. to try to start it onto the nut. I have an 18mm ratchet wrench here, and I'm going to use this so I can go a little bit faster and get the bolt started. All right, I just want to get it close. I don't want to bottom it out or tighten it yet. That should be good right there. At least now that's secure. Let's move to the rear. Line everything up. Slide in your bolts. Okay. This one I guess doesn't want to stay, so slide it in and start the nut onto it. That way it can actually be held in place, and then we'll tighten them up. All right, so there's that rear one. Front one, might have to pull down a little bit because I can't get the nut over the sway bar. All right, that should do it. Now I can slide the nut over the threads at the top. Try to start this in. All right, that's started. Now grab your wrench, snug both of these up. Now if your control arm is sitting low like this, go ahead and push it up all the way. Basically, try to make it level, kind of like this, and this is how it's going to be at ride height. And now we can torque this front bushing. And right before I do that, let's torque these two bolts, but those don't matter for where the control arm is, it's just for the front. All right, so for the torque specs, you can do whatever you want with this information, but here's the proper procedure. So the control arm, with the control arm at ride height, like this, or you could bolt it up to the knuckle first and then jack it up or whatever. I think this is a better solution because there's no spring pressure on it. We have to tighten these to 37 plus 90 degrees. That's each of them. Same for this front one, 37 foot-pounds plus 90 degrees. Obviously, I can't get a torque wrench in here, so this is all going to be by hand. And then this ball joint stud, the pinch bolt, but this one also has a funky torque spec. So we'll start with this one back here. Again, 37 foot-pounds plus 90 degrees for each of them. Now, because I tightened it with my air gun, it's probably past 37, so what I'm going to do is actually back it off a little bit. And now I'm going to go to 37. And now we do 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees is a quarter of a turn. I have my torque wrench set to degrees, but again, a quarter of a turn. That's it. And that's it for that one. Now, obviously for this one, I'm just going to estimate 37 foot-pounds. So I'm just going to go snug, tight, and then I'll give it as much as I can with the wrench. Right about there feels like 37 foot-pounds. I'm going to grab my longer wrench, double check it with this. Yeah, that's pretty tight. And then just find something to get some leverage with and try to go a quarter of a turn. That's an eighth right there. Try one more. Okay, that should be good right there. It's important to torque these bushings at ride height because otherwise you get premature wear on them. So now let's get the ball joint into the knuckle. There we go. That's lined up. Grab a rubber mallet and tap it up. Don't tap right here on the ball joint, tap on the control arm. All right, that's in all the way. Grab the pinch bolt, slide it through. If it doesn't slide through, the ball joint is either too high up or too far down. Let's snug it up. Back the nut off just a little bit. Now we'll torque the nut side. So for this, it's also 37 foot-pounds to start. We'll go to there. So let's torque that. Okay, that's 37. Now you have to reverse the nut 3/4 of a turn. By the way, I'm holding the bolt side, that way it doesn't spin. That's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Now torque it to 37 again. And now an additional 30 degrees. 30 degrees is a little bit less than 1/3 of a turn, so if you want to think of it that way, do that. Right there. Let's get the wheel back on. Start on all 5 of your lug nuts, snug them up, and torque them to 100 foot-pounds. And if your vehicle came equipped with these hubcaps, make sure you line up this hole with the valve stem. Slide them on, line up all the lug nuts with these caps, and then just tighten this on. This is what holds on the hubcap, so you want to make sure that it's tight, otherwise it'll go flying off the road.